time. Honorable guest of honor, I am extremely excited and overwhelmed. I am extremely excited because of your presence, because ever since Maridi was created as a state, and ever since I came here, we have not witnessed the presence of any minister from the national level. So this day to us is critical, important. Honorable guest of honor, Ukulu Shabu Tana Butawula Maridi, I want to begin by saying that this day of the 20th and the month of July in the year of 2017 is saying something very profound. Not just for us in Maridi State, but it's saying something very profound even in this country, the Republic of South Sudan. In the sense that we are witnessing yet another group that is being passed out to become health practitioners in various capacities and in all corners of this country. Honorable guest of honor, I want to take this opportunity by saying congratulations. Laitu kullu. Alf Mabruk laitakum kullu. Alf Mabruk laitakum kullu. You know, I also believe that this great day should be a day of thanksgiving. It is a day that we should thank the Almighty God for first and to be able to guide all of us through all the hurdles over the last couple of years until we are able to reach where we are today. يعني النهارده ده يوم بتاع شكر لربنا لأنه وقت وصلنا لهذا في يوم بتاع النهارده. I want all of us in a special way to give thanks to the Almighty God for bringing us to this day. As I said, it is a day of thanksgiving. I want to take this opportunity also to thank our President, the President of the Republic of South Sudan, His Excellency Salva Kiir Mayardit, for first of all giving us the gift of this great state that we have been yearning for a very long time to have. And today that we have a state, we are able to prove to His Excellency the President that yes, as sons and daughters of Maridi, we deserve a state. Be number one. You can see the quality of our young boys and girls who have been performing here. And I believe all of you in various corners of this country, you will be able to see the men and women, the boys and girls who are being produced in Maridi here today. So, we say Maridi is not a place to produce mediocres. We produce people who will go out there and take all the challenges head on and be able to deliver. So I believe these graduates here are part of the products that Maridi is producing. So I want to thank His Excellency the President for giving us that confidence of having a state. I want to take this opportunity to thank our guest of honor, the Honorable Minister of Health at the national level. The time I have here is not enough to express my sincere gratefulness and thanks to him because of the great things he has done, not just in Maridi State, but on all the corners of South Sudan. Today, we are witnessing a revolution in the health sector. He has just whispered to me that even our neighbors in the neighboring countries have already stolen some of the models of health training and practices that this great country has produced. So, this is happening under his leadership. But if I am to stick to my jurisdiction, which is Maridi State, on behalf of the government of Maridi State and on behalf of the people of Maridi, I want to take this opportunity to thank you for all the efforts that you have done to support the health system and the health sector in this state. Some of the jobs you have undertaken have been even outside your domain, but you did it to keep the health sector alive in this state. A classical example was represented here by my state Minister of Health and the Commissioner of Maridi County, that when we had a tragedy where we lost over 200 men and women, 200 sons and daughters, the people who responded instantly were these students. They were able to respond to the challenges that we experience here. Not only that, through the leadership of the Honorable Minister of Health in Juba, he was able to preside over all the health services that were accorded to our people who were airlifted from here. And as a result, we were able to save lives. Many of our boys and girls who would have perished, who would have died, were taken to Juba through your initiative, and they came back alive. And many of them are here today. I've seen photographs of you sitting virtually right at Juba Teaching Hospital to oversee the treatment and the management of the emergencies that existed. And I was deeply touched. By then I was not a governor yet, but I was deeply touched. You have presided over extending all the health services despite the fact that Maridi has been encircled by conflicts. You were able to push all the pharmaceutical drugs that we require. And I remember in one humble experience last year, when I was told that we have got tons of pharmaceutical drugs in Juba to be brought to Maridi State and also to our sisterly states, Amadi and Budwe. And I said, Honorable Minister, I'm going to take upon myself to transport these drugs to Amadi State, to Maridi State, and to Budwe. And despite the fact that all the roads were blocked, I made a commitment that we will shoot our way in and we will shoot our way out. And we did that, and not even a Panadol was taken away by the bad boys and the bad girls. We were able to deliver all the drugs, and I want to thank you for that. Last week and a few weeks ago, we also witnessed the airlifting of more pharmaceutical drugs to this state. So I really want to thank you for that. I've also seen some of the great works you have done in all the other states. If anything, and I want to tell you that you are among the few ministers that I've seen touring all the states. So you are coming here means a lot to us. Honorable guest of honor, as I said, it's a day of Thanksgiving. I want to take this opportunity to thank the AMREF community. I've been hearing about Dr. Peter Ngatia. I've not had the honor to interact with him, but I want to request humbly that I will have a special attention and time with all of you. So I really want to thank you, and I'm extremely excited for the pronouncement that you made. You have virtually preempted my request, my great request. You preempted it, but I'm deeply grateful, and I believe the people of Maridi should remain grateful for that. It is not just a university, it is an international university with the first campus in Maridi. So, you have not only involved us in making history, but you have also taken Maridi State and placed it on the international map. Today, I believe I have an answer to the sons and daughters of Maridi State who have come to me over and over, requesting that we should intervene as a government to address some of the challenges they face. The girls you have seen singing here, they are exclusive students for sciences. And I want to thank you also for your support to this particular institution. And they have expressed to me over and over again that many of them will be finishing Senior 4. And what next? they cannot afford to go to various institutions of higher learning beyond Meridi State or beyond South Sudan. I want to assure you, my dear students, you don't have to go anywhere because the international university is coming right here. So, I am deeply honored. I received a lot of challenges from colleagues, from friends, that Meridi State is one of the states that is endowed with a number of facilities, and said, why not start universities here? And as somebody who respects academics, and as I said before, we do not want to produce mediocres, I said, we cannot go down the line of other states and other places where a tukul is converted to become a university. We need credible institutions. We need institutions that are accredited, that are respected, and eventually the products will equally compete wherever they go with their brothers and sisters, not only in South Sudan, in Africa, but in the world, so that some of them will go beyond, as you mentioned earlier on, to become PhD holders. So the fact that you have intervened, it is timely. And I want to assure you that as a government of Meridi State, we will do whatever we can do within our capacity to make sure that not only the idea remains ideas as it was before in Yambio, it will be put into practice. We started the discussion with Dr. Baba last year, and I said, don't think about it, do it. The issue of land, I believe the paramount chief is here. The people are here. I don't think anybody will refuse. I don't think anybody will refuse. So I want to assure you of our commitment to ensure that we are able to move forward as a state to support you so that this dream is realized. I want to thank all of you. I want to thank my officials in the government of Meridi State, the honorable ministers, the advisors. Above all, I also want to thank all the security agencies that are operating within the domain of Meridi State for the good job done. We are all aware that of the 4 states that emerged from the former defunct Western Equatorial State, Meridi State remains to be the most stable. And we mean it. And we mean it. And this great job wouldn't have become possible without the intervention of the various security agencies here. So the stability we experience here, not just in the town, but the entire state, did not come out of the blue, but it was a result of hard work. We earned it together with all the security agencies, and we are willing to go beyond the borders of Meridi State to ensure that all the other states are safe, because that will also ensure that we are not completely cocooned as a state here. So I'm so grateful to you. I want to extend my sincere thanks to all the citizens of Meridi State. Itu sha'ab utawulat Meridi, anadar lagullakum shukran. Anadar lagullakum shukran le itu akad waqifu mahakuma. Itu gadrin weditam batakum. لكل مؤسسات لكل منظمات اللي جايين يشتغل في ولاية مريد. عشان كده نقدر نقول لكم شكرا. أنا نقدر نقول لكم شكرا, including the paramount, the acting paramount chief, who is there. نقدر نقول لكم شكرا لكل سلاطين بتاعكم لشغل جميل عليكم عملتوا. These people that you see here, honorable guests of honor, are happy people. They are very happy people. ما ناس بتاع مشاكل, لناس البقونة, لناس البيربوس. Even in times of challenges, these are happy people. These are beautiful people too. These are beautiful people. So I want to thank you for that. Honorable guest of honor, today is your day. It is the day of these ladies and gentlemen over there. It is our day to be happy. So I will not spend much time to talk, but to continue to thank you and to continue to recognize the presence of all our brothers and sisters who came from Juba. We have Honorable Peter Bashir Bendi. By the way, when I came here as a governor in 2015, him and the honorable members of parliament were the ones who brought me here. And the day they were leaving, I went with them to the airstrip, and as they left, I panicked. I almost became like a nursery school kid who was taken to school for the first time and the parents left. So I used to call them and say, when are you coming back? Not to take me back, but at least to show their presence here. And I'm deeply honored, and we have to be proud of Honorable Peter Bashir Bendi. He is one of our strong, honorable ministers that we as sons and daughters of Meridi should live to be proud of. He was right at the center of negotiation and Jabu, what we call the compromise peace agreement. He was right at the center. So, because he did that, we thought we do not want to also embarrass him as sons and daughters of Meridi. We have to make his state also peaceful. And that's why we undertook that. So we are very proud of you. We have Major General John Daniel Gaidina, who will have this here but graduation harder. Lakin the Major General Butana, the national security. He's the son of Meridi State. When I learned that he was coming, I was deeply honored. So I'm so happy to see you here. I want to thank Honorable Ketura Yona, who is there. And I want to thank Honorable Merinawai. You see, for some reason, the greatest representation we have of the state at the national level are done by our beautiful women. And they have done that to the best. They have done that to the best of their abilities. And these women, the honorable members, they have always been with us, even in times of challenges. When there were problems in Meridi State, they came here. I remember before I became a governor, I came because of the crisis here and because of the challenges we had when our boys and girls got burned. They were with us. We are very proud of you and of your representation there. I want to take this opportunity also to thank and recognize one of our elders, General John Maswa. Many of you perhaps have not seen him, but he is one of our known generals. When you talk about Butala, who can Butala? He was the office manager. So he is a living hero, a guy in Manaine. And today he is our representative in the Council of State. So I'm deeply honored for your presence here. And you know what? I'm deeply honored for the presence of everybody. Kula na Shab, Kutawala Meridi, all our brothers and sisters, I'm deeply honored. At this moment, honorable guest of honor, I want to renew my commitment as a governor of this state and as a government of this state. I want to renew our commitment that the primary responsibility of every government, and therefore the government of Meridi State, is to ensure an enabling environment so that beautiful functions like this will continue to be witnessed. The enabling environment requires that we are able to stabilize this state. So I want to renew our commitment, the INNO. You will continue to see more security for you, and for everybody in this state. As long as we are here as a government, we will continue to ensure that security for all is guaranteed by all of us and by all the security agencies here. So I want to renew my commitment for that. I also want to renew my commitment, as I've already mentioned, to work in close partnership with all our partners who are here. I want to thank the government of Canada for the support that you have extended through AMREF to support this boys and girls, these men and women who are going out there to touch the lives of almost everybody. And I believe, and I'm sincerely convinced, that this institute has touched the lives of everybody in South Sudan, directly or indirectly. When my colleagues tell me that you have institutions where you can have universities with faculty of medicine, faculty of political science, and I go, no, not faculty of political science. I want to see more health practitioners, because that is the #1 security threat we have in this country. Many of our boys and girls are dying of malaria today in this country, more than those killed by Kalashnikov. Therefore, I want to see more and more and more of such institutions here. Not to forget agriculture, not to forget also education. These are some of the things that we will continue to work with all our partners and also with the national government to see to it that we are able to consolidate that here at the state, so that Meridi achieves its vision, which we call Meridi State Vision 2025. And the document will be released very soon. So I want to thank you. I want to renew my commitment for that. And I want to renew my commitment to my brothers and sisters here who are graduating. A lot have been said to you. A lot have been said to you, so I'm not going to repeat that. But I just want to say this, that we in Meridi State, we as a government of Meridi State, and I believe we have agreed with all our partners that Meridi is not a place to produce mediocres. Meridi is a place to produce men and women who will go out there and meet all the challenges head on and be role models. I've interacted with most of you. Some of you have even brought research reports that you produced. One of the students, Honorable Minister, I can't remember where he is. The Munukan Jabulei research proposal bata. James, he did a great research report on the management of waste, health waste material Walashunu in Meridi State. And when I read it, it was spot on. And these are some of the issues that we were raising in the Council of Ministers meeting. And I said, now we are equipped, we are well equipped with credible documents that we can use to try to galvanize the support of everybody, so that we are able to manage some of these hazards that we have in Meridi State. So thank you. And that was a practical example of how this institute deserves to be a college and a university. So I want to thank you once again, and I want to thank everybody. We will get a chance to interact intimately so that we are able to know more about Meridi State. Lahadina nagulakum, Rabbana ibarakitukum, and continue with a good job. And I believe Meridi is #1.